SimpleTech is a managed service provider. We provide the services and in-house staff would provide at a greatly reduced price and with simple flexibility to your needs and a variety of skill sets to solve problems, increase productivity, and squeeze more horsepower from your IT budget. Let's take a closer look and compare an in-house IT department's reaction to a service need with how SimpleTech might address the same issue. Let's take Tim. Tim is one of about 30 users in an office. Just before lunch, Tim can no longer print. He gets an error message, but it's cryptic and Tim needs the reports printed by the end of the day to mail out to a client. Tim calls the in-house IT guy's cubicle and leaves a voicemail. After lunch, the IT guy, let's call him Stu, returns and starts sifting through his emails and voicemails. He comes across Tim's message, but since it's just a printing problem affecting one person, it gets shuffled to the bottom of the stack. Stu has a few projects he's been waiting through. He's behind schedule on all of them, and there's still a new user that started today who needs to have an account created and a computer set up. At the end of the day, the projects are not much farther along. The new user's up and running, but Tim wasn't able to get his reports out to your client. Unfortunately, this is all too common with an in-house IT staff. Centralized management tools, trouble ticketing and tracking systems, and training are very expensive, leaving Stu few tools at his disposal to manage his job. Add into the mix the coverage while Stu is sick or taking vacation, and the administrative costs associated with employees, and the cost of Stu can easily be double his annual salary. Finally, Stu may feel that if everything were fixed and running, and he was just sitting around in his cubicle doing nothing, his job might be at risk. Keeping a pool of unfinished tasks is a sign of job security. Let's look now at how SimpleTech addresses that same issue. First, Tim sends an email to support@simpletech-it.com describing the symptoms he's experiencing. This automatically creates a numbered, time-stamped ticket in our system and emails the technicians responsible for your account. Our ticketing system emails Tim back with the number and a link he can use to check the status of the situation. Within 30 minutes, a qualified technician has begun to work, isolating and correcting the issue. Our technicians connect in remotely using our centralized management software and can check error logs, network connections, and a large variety of diagnostic points without even interrupting the user while they work. Within minutes, the technician has identified the trouble, requested control of the mouse and keyboard from the user, and made adjustments to the driver so the user can print again. The reports go out the same day, and your lost productivity is reduced from over a day to a few minutes. In the meantime, your other projects are being worked on by our network team at a flat rate quoted to you before the work starts. With progress reports sent to you via email whenever work is done, and a scope of work laid out clearly in the proposal, your office's technology hums along, adding productivity and staying within budget. If predictive costs, reduced downtime, increased productivity, and access to the latest technologies with the expertise to bend them to your advantage interest you, then maybe it's time to call SimpleTech, where we make technology simple.